Minutes tonight, Kevin. They said you were on a minute restriction. So how did you feel after playing 25?
I felt pretty good. Initially that first win is always tough, but even after that, I felt like my legs were underneath me and that I could have played a little bit more even in the second blow. But a lot of guys stepped up and played quality minutes tonight, and even in a sloppy fourth quarter, we were able to get it done.
Kevin, a lot has changed on this team since you last played. A lot of new guys, a lot of the other guys gone. Mm-hmm. What was your first impression of playing with the guys who were here?
Yeah, I mean, it was not totally limited minutes. I mean, I think I'm only averaging 28 for the season, but just being out there with those new guys, it felt good. They get to be out there too much with some of them, but it'll be nice to get our whole team back and back healthy, especially with Rodney and Larry out being the new guys, and Tristan and Jetty and all them. So it's going to take us a little bit of time, but we get stronger as the season goes on. But it was nice to play with JC and George Hill. It was good.
Where did your timeline accelerate a little? It seemed like you were thinking middle or end of the week when we talked about it.
Only when I talked to you in Phoenix, I just need to get one more scan. So I got the scan this morning, and so I was just waiting on the word getting back from that, and they told me, depending on how I feel, I said, listen, I feel good, I'm going to play. So I wanted to kind of push that along and try to get as many games as I could underneath my belt. So a little bit sloppy there, but I'll take a win in my first game back.
Kevin, your rhythm looked real well. How did you feel in that regard?
Pretty good. It just it kind of felt like it did early in the season. Like there was one where I caught the ball. After Kyle, I kind of got caught in the corner there, and I saw Bron, and I passed it out towards half court, where usually I hit him on the back door. It's something that I usually see, and he's able to make the play. But I threw it over half court. We got the backcourt violation and a couple swings I didn't see. So as far as decision-making goes, I feel like a little rusty and missing 7 weeks, but that'll come in the last dozen or so games. So overall, I think it was okay, but we got the win against a team that is also fighting for playoff seeded.
Kevin, how much 5-on-5 have you done?
Say it again.
How much 5-on-5 have you done?
0. I've only gone against the coaches. So, and I know that's actually a good question because even when I spoke to Joe last week in Phoenix, it was trying to figure out a situation throughout this week, because I mentioned Friday being the day that I could get out there and practice, but we just had so many guys out that there wasn't going to be any time to have a 2-on-2, a 3-on-3, 4-on-4, 5-on-5. So I just had to kind of throw myself out there and try to get my rhythm that way.
The slapping handshake you did after making the 31-footer, did you practice that while you were hurt so you wouldn't forget it?
No, I saw Bron coming with that sort of energy that he wanted to shake. So it had been a little over 7 weeks since we had done that, and he had actually called that play. He had said run right behind me. He flipped it, and most of the time guys are open from out there, so I let it fly, let it go.
Feels strange to come back at ties now here.
Yes, it's weird, but as Bron mentioned this morning, health is most important, and we would love to see him back when it always counts, but when it really counts, and we're making our push. But I wish him the best, and like I said, I know we all this team more than anything knows that health, regardless of the situation, is most important.
When you got hurt at that time, you guys were really spinning your wheels, trying to figure out who goes where, how to fit in all these pieces. Did you feel like you knew exactly where you felt tonight, or where you fit tonight coming back?
Yes and no. I mean, I can always go out there and play my game, but I felt initially, I don't know if I had any shots inside the paint tonight, only because I gave up one. I threw into Jeff and turned it over, but as far as finding out where to pick and pop and where to pick and roll, I just felt a little rusty on that too. That's part of decision making as well, is just figuring out when and where to roll, and being back at the 5 and doing that again. But that'll just get better, and once I watch some film tomorrow and pick my spots a little bit better, it'll be all good.
Kevin, even with you coming back, you guys were obviously still a little bit undersized against the Milwaukee team, but you out-rebounded them by like 10. What was the differential on the glass tonight?
I think just hitting him first, having that mentality. Braun did a great job of that, and we had a number of guys that had several rebounds tonight. So yeah, they're a long, athletic team. They get out in transition. They keep balls alive, and they actually shoot. Shot quite a bit of threes tonight, and those balls were flying all over the place. So I felt like we did a good job of that.
I guess to ask this a little more bluntly, in January, you were trying to incorporate Isaiah. As a result, everybody's numbers went south.
Mm-hmm.
Now you've cleared out not only him, but 5 other guys. You come back. Do you feel like this is LeBron's offense and your offense, and you know exactly where you fit in terms of the grand scheme of things now?
Yeah, I think so. I think just it's tough to say with 4 guys out, but I think all those guys, they play both sides of the ball. They play extremely hard, and even in just get them in the first 2 games, I know that it had been an 11-10 record since that time, I believe, but. No, I felt like just playing extremely hard and just going out there and playing tough basketball. That's what felt like the identity of this team was. I know that's pretty primitive in my way of saying it, but yeah, I think Braun definitely leading the strike, and then everybody else kind of molding and gelling around that is the way we play.